Hi, William. All right, so hi, Ipu. Our warm up today is National Pretzel Day. Do you guys like regular pretzels or do you like them with salt? Hi, Isaiah. Hi, Magdalene. Do you like dipping sauces? Do you like the small, hi, Isaiah, the small little, pretzels or like the large baked ones? Hi, Miko. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about pretzels? Regular pretzels? Okay. You like the big baked ones, like from Wetzel's Pretzels? Absolutely. Hi, Aiden. So, two words for you, actually three, right? Aunt Annie's pretzels. Love them. Absolutely love them. Hi, Brooke. And do you like them just by themselves, Ipu, or do you like to dip them? So, I will tell you in my family, because we're German, pretzels, of course, are big, as are like a lot of kids were like talking about dipping them in cheese, which is good. Um, in the German culture, mustard is a big thing. So a lot of mustard sauces. Hi, Gabriel. So that's kind of a big thing in the German culture. What about the rest of you? I see Ipu likes them. Ooh, you know what? I don't think I've ever tried the spicy cheese sauce, William. I think I've just tried regular and, of course, mustard. I'm going to have to try that spicy cheese sauce. That sounds pretty good, actually. Hi, Jamie. But you know what? You're my first kiddo today who understood like mustard, dipping in mustard. My second period class was like, what?
I had a friend from my old school. She introduced me to the mustard thing.
Did she? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's amazing. And the funniest part about it is like I'm German. Like that's what's one major part of my cultural heritage. Hi, Emilia. And so mustard is like a part of our culture. We use it on a lot of things. So, my grandmother, I would go and visit her, and she would, we would actually make our pretzels, and of course, then, dip them in mustard. Hi, Melissa. Anybody else besides Ipu and William like pretzels? With salt and cheese dip? Yum, of course. Absolutely. Now, I will tell you, my sister and I argue back and forth because, she thinks like, salt should be like covering the top. Like she loves the salt. And I'm like, oh, that's too much. But yeah, so I'll tell you another thing is, Germans like beer, and there is a like a beer cheese dip. It's basically like a cheese sauce made with beer. It's really good. And when you were cooking it, you just have the flavor because it cooks off all the alcohol, but it's really good. Hi, Franchon. All right, let's work our way through. So, of course, our standards, which we are going to be starting a project today, which means, hi, Kaylani, we are hitting all the standards, talking about consequences of financial decision making, locating and evaluating financial information from various sources, which we're going to be doing, develop and evaluate a personal financial plan. Oh, yeah. Analyze the costs and benefits of different types of credit and debt. Definitely talking about that. Explain the purpose of a credit report. Oh, we're going to watch a video and talk about credit reports and credit scores. Explain the purpose of the credit reports and understanding, guys, it's not just about a credit card and a loan anymore. Compare and contrast different types of loans. Analyze the methods to prevent and limit the consequences of identity theft and fraud. So I need you guys to go into Module 11 in Canvas and open the page, Can I Survive on My Own? It's the very first item. When you open up the module under the project, Can I Survive on My Own project, you need to open this page, please. Once you guys have opened this page, give me, I don't care, a heart, a thumbs up, the confetti, the hands clapping. Give me some indication that you have opened up the page, please. So I showed you a bigger picture. It's this one right here. Can I survive on my own? Okay, Melissa's got hers. William has his. Aiden, Kaylani, Nico. Hi, Brooke. Were you getting kicked? So everybody should have the Can I Survive on My Own page open, okay? This is your direction sheet. You have to keep this page open because everything that you are doing, you start on this page and then work your way through, okay? So ask yourselves these supporting questions. Which needs are most important to me? What kind of apartment is a good fit for me? Which wants are most important for me? Remember, difference between needs and wants. How much money do I need to budget for food, housing, and utilities? Can I fill out a W-4 and an apartment application correctly? Why is a savings account important? And maybe not even just a savings account. Why is the idea of saving important? Okay. So it says, congratulations, you're an adult now. You've gotten a job that pays you $1,200 every 2 weeks for a total of $2,400 a month. That is a job that would be paying you $15 an hour, which is where a lot of our fast food restaurants are at. Just keeping in mind. Well, maybe not all the fast food. I know Target also pays $15 an hour. Okay. With $1,500 in your savings account, you're now ready to move out on your own or with a pretend roommate who's going to pay half of the bills. So now the next thing I want you to do is click on this link and make a copy of your project worksheet. This is the tasks 1 through 14 worksheet. Let me know when you've made your copy, please. Hi, Kylie. Let me know when you've got your worksheet open. Okay, I'm seeing William's got his open. So when I talk about, let me show you, when I talk about, like, so for today, we're going to do tasks 1 through 3 on the worksheet. You have a worksheet that says tasks 1 through 14. It will skip tasks 6 and 7 and 13, because those are going to do, are 15. You're going to do something slightly different with those. But I'm just going to generically call this tasks 1 through 14 worksheet. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to watch this video to help us answer the question for task number 1. Does everybody, are you guys ready for me to play the video? Melissa says yes. What about the rest of you guys? Do you have it open? Are you ready for me to play the video that goes with task number 1? Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to mute my microphone and I'm going to play the video.
When it comes to opening up a new bank account, you have two choices on where to do it, either at a bank or a credit union. But what's the difference? Well, it boils down to three simple O's: ownership, objective, and operation. Let's take a closer look. The first difference is ownership. Banks are owned by shareholders, whoever that might be. Credit unions, on the other hand, are owned by customers, or as they call them, members, and they're part of a cooperative. They may have a common theme together, like they may all be firefighters or live in a certain part of town. In fact, members have a say in the way that the credit union is being operated. If they don't like it, they can run for the board of directors to make a change. Try that with your bank. The second difference is objectives. Both banks and credit unions have the objective of serving the financial needs of their customers, but banks need to maximize profits for its shareholders, whereas credit unions are not for profit. After covering their expenses, they return their profit to their members in the form of lower loan interest rates, higher savings account interest rates, and lower or fewer service fees. The final difference is in operations, or the way they operate. Both banks and credit unions have ATMs, branches, deposit insurance, and are overseen by regulators, but that's where the similarities end. Banks oftentimes try to sell themselves as a convenient one-stop shop. They want to take care of your entire financial life in-house. On the other hand, credit unions try to compete on service. They're oftentimes smaller and locally controlled, so there's more opportunity to build a relationship. And that's important when it comes time for a loan. But don't confuse their smaller size with a lack of convenient banking options. A lot of times credit unions are part of a shared branch or ATM network, so you can bank at other credit unions across town or around the country. So when you boil it down, both banks and credit unions try to offer the same products and services, just in a little bit different way. So in 2 minutes, you just got smarter about the difference between a bank and a credit union. For more information and resources, visit our website at 2minutefinance.com. I'm Bobby Lee with 2 Minute Finance. Thanks for watching.
All right. So the first question that you are asked for task number 1 is, which bank is better for you? A credit union, a savings and loan, or a regular bank? Which one is better for you? And then write a 1-paragraph explanation. So I'm going to give everybody a moment to answer task number 1, and then we'll go over that. About like 2 minutes to type it out. Maybe one more minute for you guys to finish. All right, can you let me know when you have finished answering task 1, please? Okay, Isaiah's got his done. Anybody else ready for us to talk about task 1? Yeah? Yes, no. I need a response from you guys. Okay, Melissa, French Sean, all right. That's like 4 out of 15 of you guys. I need some more. Guys, I need a response from you guys. I need you to respond in the chat, yes, if you are ready to discuss task 1, what you put in task 1. Otherwise, this is going to be a really long recording of me just staring at the camera. Okay, Jamie, let's ready. All right, so now I'm up to like 6 of you guys that are ready. I need more responses, please. Please don't make me call you out by name. I just need you guys to let me know if you're prepared for us to talk about task 1. Okay, Ipe is ready as well. You're ready? Kimiko? Okay. So in the chat, tell me, which one did you pick? Did you pick a bank, a credit union, or a savings and loan? Just type in the chat or you can unmute. Which one did you pick? That's the first part of the question, right? Which one did you pick? Okay. Melissa, you chose credit union. All right. Can you tell me why? Like, why do you think, why is a credit union better for you? Annalena, can you tell me what did you pick and why? Well, Melissa's typing her why. Can you tell me what you picked and why? By the way, guys, we're back at it again. This is part of the whole you need to be participating. You're going to get my 3, are you there? Answer me. And then I'm going to start kicking students. So I'm assuming Melissa's typing why she chose credit union. Analia, I need your response. What did you choose and why? There you go. That is a really good reason why, right? And that's important to you, I'm assuming, right, Melissa? Lower fees and interest rates on your loans, higher interest rates on savings accounts. Analia, this is number 3. You chose savings and loan. Okay, why? Can you tell me why? Okay, just do it quickly, William. Isaiah, what did you choose and why? You chose a regular bank, okay, because you're not familiar with the other ones, okay? Okay, so for you, Analia, using your savings account and doing like a direct payment, you mean? Helps you like you have a savings account and it does a direct payment from there? What about you, Magdalene? What did you choose? I mean, and that's a really good reason, Analia. So I'm waiting for a response from Magdalene. Which one did you choose and why? Kaylani, can you tell me what you chose and why? Magdalene, are you typing your response, I hope? So I'm waiting for a response back from Magdalene. You've got about 30 seconds before you're getting booted. Kaylani, hopefully you're typing. All right, Magdalene, here's your last chance. Kaylani, can you please answer my question? All right, so I'm waiting for Kaylani's response. So my response, because remember, you have to write a paragraph, right? So, woo, that was weird. My whole thing just shut itself down. All right, it says, which bank is better for you, a credit union, a savings and loan, or a regular bank? Write a one-paragraph explanation. Now, you also have to keep in mind a savings and loan is specifically for loans, right? And so for me, that's not enough. So I would be looking at banks or credit unions. And I have both. I have regular banks and I have a credit union. And it depends on what I'm doing to help me decide which one is better. And honestly, that's why I have one of each. Regular banks tend to have ATMs and branches in more locations, so that if I need cash, that is definitely better. I can also deposit directly cash into from any ATM. I have to pay a fee, but I can deposit cash in, right? Credit unions tend to have better rates for loans, etc. And because I'm a shareholder in my credit union, I get better rates. Like I pay less interest on my loans. So although credit unions say they share with other credit unions, it's not quite the same when it comes to the ability to deposit cash into your accounts. So even though they say, oh, yes, you can use these branches or these other credit unions when you go in and try to deposit money, it doesn't exactly work out that way. Magdalene, I see you're back. If I call on you next time, you need to respond. So ultimately, which one is more important to you? Is having the accessibility of, ATMs, etc. Is that more important to you? Or is having, like better rates, interest rates, less fees, etc., more important to you? And that's what you need to think about when you are answering this question. Now, all of them, even the smaller banks and credit unions, have mobile banking. Remember, we've talked about that. So you have the accessibility of actually banking on your phone. So you can deposit checks through mobile banking. You can transfer money, whether you use Zelle, Venmo, whatever. You can move it from checking to savings. You can move it from one account in one bank or credit union to another. All of that has been mobilized, right? So then it comes down to the whole cash. If you are somebody who uses cash, the ability to get cash, deposit cash into your account may be more important to you, and a bank may work better for you. If you don't really deal a lot in cash, then maybe a credit union would work better for you. And that's what you guys need to be thinking about. Okay? Let's talk task number 2. So it says, fill out a W-4 form by watching the video below. Screenshot your filled out form with no social security number on it and submit your Google Doc. Now, I know some of the kids earlier were having a hard time filling out this form. So I've got, and I'm going to put the link in the chat. It takes you to the IRS, and it's a fillable PDF. Okay. I put that in there in case you're having issues with this one right here. Like if you're having a hard time doing this, I put in the chat one that you can use. So let's watch this quick video and then we'll go to task 2.
Hey there, let's talk about how to fill out your W-4 form correctly. If there's even one error, you'll have to submit a new one. So here are some helpful tips so that doesn't have to happen. Okay, so W-4s exist as your way of telling the government the right amount of taxes to keep from your paycheck. Everyone's got to fill one out when they start a new job or when a major life event like getting married happens. In your case, you're probably frequently starting a new assignment with Arias Medical. You'll fill one out for your first assignment, and then only if your permanent address changes or you want to change your allowances. More on that in a bit. Let's look at the form. The personal allowances worksheet is this section right here. Only fill it out if it'll help you calculate the number of allowances you're going to claim. Otherwise, just leave it blank. This is the only part of the form you must fill out. And it's really not that daunting. Come on, I'll show you. Enter your legal name as it appears on your Social Security card. That's right, Trish. You have to write Trisha on your W-4. Same for you, Nicholas. Put your permanent address in these boxes here. That means no P.O. boxes and no temporary lodging address, okay? Put your Social Security number here. Mark what your status is, either single or married. Box number 4 on the form is unlikely to apply to you, but double check just in case. Alright, now comes the fun part, allowances. Allowances are the system used by the government to determine how much money to withhold from each of your paychecks. Essentially, each allowance represents something in your life that reduces your income, such as yourself, your dependents, working only one job, being the head of household while married, and many more. The more allowances you report, the less tax will be withheld, which means more money in your pocket on payday. Think of it this way. If I claim 2 allowances, one for my child and one for me, I'm saying I need more money today to pay for our expenses. So please, Uncle Sam, don't tax me so much now. Okay, another one. If I'm single without dependents, I might claim 0. This often leads to a refund during tax season because I'm indicating to the government that they can tax me more today because I have fewer expenses than people with children, for instance. Make sense? I hope so, because in box 5, you'll write the total number of allowances that you're going to claim. The next line here asks if you want additional money withheld from each paycheck. Most people write 0 unless they otherwise expect to owe the IRS a bunch of money during tax season. The only thing that should ever be written in box 7 is exempt, but most people just leave it blank. It's very rare that someone is completely exempt from having to pay any taxes on their income. Think being single and earning about $10,000 total in a year. But if you think you might be, please do further research to confirm this and ensure that lines 5 and 6 are left blank. After all, you can't claim an allowance and be exempt. Finally, sign and date your W-4 and leave lines 8, 9, and 10 blank. And just like that, you're ready to submit your form. Talk to your Aureus Medical Staffing Coordinator if you have any additional questions.
All right, so I would say click on the link that I put in the chat. And what it's going to do is it's going to open you up to a fillable W-4 form. Okay, and you literally just click on the blue. So it's like, oh, what is your first name and middle initial? What is your last name? Your address. So this is like, 123 Any Street. I'm not putting my real address in. You guys need to. I'm not going to. And then city, town, state, and zip. So, it could be Henderson, Nevada, 89002. Single or married filing separately, married filing jointly or qualifying surviving spouse, or head of household. Most of you guys are probably going to be filing single, so you would click on the single button. Okay. Now, complete steps 2 through 4 only if they apply to you, or skip down to number 5. So you would complete this step if you hold more than one job at a time, if you are married filing jointly and your spouse also works. And so you would click on these, and whatever ones you put in here, you would add a number here. Most of you guys are going to skip 2, 3, 4 and go right to 5. Now, obviously, you can't really put your name in there. You can't do that part of that. And that's fine. I understand you guys can't actually sign it on this form. If you use and are able to get to the form on the direction sheet, that's fine. But you're going to need to screenshot, and I would reduce the size so that you can screenshot the entire form. Because this screenshot is what's going to go in task number 2 on your worksheet. So this is where you're going to fill in and you're going to screenshot and put your screenshot in here. So fill out your form, you're going to take a screenshot, and then you're going to put it in the task 2 box, please. And then let me know when you guys have completed that. And let me know when you're ready to move on. Yes, you have to put your address. I said, I'm not putting my address in there, but you need to put yours. Yeah. You're supposed to be filling this out correctly. The only thing I don't want you to put in there is your social security number. Okay, so no social security number. Let me know. Give me whatever emoticon that you want to use, letting me know that you have completed and screenshotted your W-4 into task number 2. I see Isaiah's got his done. Okay, Aiden's got his done. All right, so let's go to task number 3. Okay, so task number 3 says, ask your parents if you moved out, what are 5 things they would be willing to let you have from the house? So the only thing that you can take from your room is you can take your bed, your nightstand, your TV, your computer, and your clothing. Okay? Those are the things they said, what are you taking? All right. So, guys, give me some suggestions. What are 5 things you think your parents would be willing to let you take from the house? Clothes, okay. Shoes, well, it says you can already take your clothing. So what else? It's something outside of the bed, the nightstand, your TV, your computer, and your clothing. We need 5 more things. So clothing and shoes, I would kind of put together in that. What about a dresser, guys? A cover, you mean like a bedspread or a comforter? Or bed sheets? Okay. Well, they already said nightstand, right? So, but let's add dresser. Storage bins, good. What about maybe some pots and pans? No, Fran, Sean, you're going to be a big boy. Welcome to adulthood. Parents are like, all right, you got to get your own place now. You're like, okay. They're like, well, we're going to let you take your bed, your nightstand, your TV, your computer, and your clothing. Now, the question is, what else in addition to? So we already said bed set, right? Your bed sheets and comforter. Melissa said dresser, storage bins. I suggested, yeah, what about a few pots and pans? They're like, hey, here's like 2 size pans and a pot to make sure you got that to get started. What about dishes, guys? And some food. That's the other thing I said, right? Kitchen supplies or foods to get you started. Oh, that's good too, Heidi. I didn't even think about that. Lamps, definitely. Definitely. I mean, all of those are big, right? Oh, there you go. An old couch or a small sofa that they don't use. They'd be like, here you go. So you have something to sit on, right? I mean, those are all some really good suggestions, right? Oh, well, it said on here a TV, right? So maybe an extra TV. Like maybe you have a small TV in your room and they're like, hey, we've got an extra TV. We want to get a bigger TV. You can take this for your living room. You know, those are all kinds of things, you know, that you really honestly have to think about. A table, right? Either a coffee table and you're going to be eating in your living room, or a dining room table, something, you know, if they have it for you, right? Not everybody's parents have all this extra stuff. So you have to think about, what could they give you? What do they have? What would they be willing to give you? Like all of those things are really, really good things. All right, so we did tasks 1 through 3 today. Overall, your task 1 through 14 worksheet is going to be due on the 5th. Okay, so we're working our way through them each day, but it's going to be due on the 5th. Your money moves lessons 1 through 3 that I gave you time to work on Monday, they were due yesterday. So now they're going to close on 5/12. Your module 10 lesson 1 quiz, if you did not get that done, remember that one closes on Friday. The EverFi 0 through 3 modules, so you had the banking, you had the 2 taxes, and you had the budgeting lessons. Those close on the 12th as well. Now remember, guys, this project is all summative. So literally from like starting on Monday, everything that we are doing through the end of the year is all summative work. So the EverFis are really easy to get through and to submit your screenshots. Your project's going to be a little bit more for you guys to work on and complete, but you got to get it done. Just a reminder, 5/12 is the last day for all 4th quarter work that is still open to be turned in. And remember, your final exams start on the 12th. And I don't know if any of you guys paid attention, but I'm going to point this out. In our announcements, I have where it says final exam schedule. And so it tells you, you know, the 12th, periods 1 and 2, Monday is periods 3 and 4, Tuesday is periods 5 and 6. So your finals will be done by the 16th. All work turned in on the 12th. Finals will be done by the 16th. Remember, your attendance is based on you turning in your exams each day. And then Wednesday and Thursday is senior checkout in person. So it's senior checkout meetings with your counselors begin directly after finals are completed. Seniors, remember to schedule your appointment with your counselor. So if you have not scheduled your appointment, and it's quick and easy, but you need to contact your counselor and schedule that appointment. Does anybody not know who their counselor is? Okay, Isaiah, your counselor is Mr. Peraza. Analia, yours is Mr. Peraza, Peraza, both Isaiah and Analia. Yeah, so you email them. You email your counselor to schedule your appointment. Yes. You're welcome. Anybody else? Okay. So I'm pulling this up, and I'm going to take it off of this page because I don't want you to see this page. I am pulling up grades right now, and I'm actually seeing students who are still sitting with a 50% in this class. Guys, we give you a 50, so if you have a 50, it tells me you've done no work. And I'm not going to just randomly pass you and graduate you. Okay? Everything we've been doing basically since we got into module 11 has been all summative grades. So you need to get those things done. Some of you guys are like kicking butt and taking names. Some of you guys are like really close to like the next level. And then some of you guys are still sitting in the 50s, and I'm not going to miraculously move you to a 60%. It's just not going to happen. It's not. So if you have anything in the 50s, keep in mind whatever you made third quarter averages with fourth quarter, and then averages at 10% final exam grade. Okay? So I need you guys to please go check your grades in Canvas to see where you're sitting. Up until second period started, everything that was in my to-do list had been graded. So if you turned in anything after 10 a.m., those need to be graded, but everything up until that point had been graded. Also, as a reminder, yes, we're going to go through this for our final exam review, but I put together, Ms. Hall and I put together pages. Here is a document, here is a PowerPoint, and here is a Kahoot review game. All of these are available now for you guys to start studying for your final exams as well. Okay? All right, everybody, we are done for the day. We're going to be working on tasks 4, 5, and 8 tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye. You too, Heidi. You too, Aiden. All right, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good lunch.